Listen, it is almost 10 o'clock at night on a Monday. It is September 9th, 2014. We have been through a lot in the last 4 years. I don't claim to have all the answers. I don't claim to have any answers. But look, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm almost 6 beers in. I'm barely feeling it. You know how that goes. I work, right? I was working 5 days a week, 12 hours a day, Tuesday through Saturday. Now I'm working 4 days a week. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I skip Saturday and go in on Sunday. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to wonder, how am I going to provide for my family? I don't know if anybody is ever going to see this. I'm making this video on the off chance that somebody will. Trump is not the answer. And don't don't Kamala is definitely not the answer. We don't need no Democrat. We don't need no Republican. They're two sides of the same evil coin. I am on my phone because I can't afford the equipment necessary to make a good quality video. And this is on a whim anyway. I believe that there are things that Trump could be doing that he's not. I believe that I could do things that he is not willing to do. If I was in charge, my whole reign, I guess you would say, would be transparency. That means that any question that any citizen had about aliens, about technology, about what the crap is going on in the world, my whole reign would be transparency. They don't tell us anything. Why? Because they want full control. That's why. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know every single amendment in the Constitution, but I know the ones that matter. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press, Second Amendment. Those are the ones that matter. And the ones that I think that matter the most right now are number two, freedom, the Second Amendment, which is basically Take up your arms and defend yourself against a tyrannical government. Okay, for the past 50 years, I would say, I'm only 34, going to be 35, but for the past 50 years, I would say, we've been under a tyrannical government. Why are people not exercising their Second Amendment and taking back this country? Why? Why? Anybody who has an arsenal in their home right now, tell me why. I don't care what you got. Me as a leader, I don't care what you got. I don't care if you got a daggum rocket launcher, freaking submarine with a freaking missile, subcontinental missile in your freaking. I don't care. I don't care what you got. Because that is your right to have that as a taxpayer. Transparency has not been available ever. With the advent of multimedia, transparency. I don't care what it is. Whether it comes to aliens, whether it comes to what's really going on with Russia, whether it's our $37 trillion in debt to what? I don't know. Whatever it is that people want to know, trust me. When I say that if I was in charge, you would know. You would know whatever it is that you want to know. Because I want to know. Like, look, I go to work, right? 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 4 days a week. What's 5? You know, I know what it's like to not see your family. I know what it's like to hope that the person next to you will trade you days so that way you can go to your little boy's football game. And your little girl's cheerleading. I know what it's like to think about, okay, what's going to happen come the next month after that, and the next month after that. What's going to happen tomorrow? I know what it's like. Alright, look at just, I do. I don't wear suits. I will never wear them. Well, I don't get to go to an air-conditioned office every day. I don't get to type away at a computer every day. If anybody finds this, if anybody is listening, and anybody makes it to the end of this, I thank you. And I want you. And I want you to think about why it is you believe the way that you believe. Why do you think that elections even matter? It doesn't. If I don't vote in November, it's not going to matter. Because I'm not on the ballot, of course I want Trump to win. I remember what it was like between 2016 and 2020. Between 2016 and between 2019. I remember what it was like. So, of course, I want 2021 through 2020. Wait. I am way behind. Between 2025 and 2028, I want that to be the same way. But by 2028, I feel like if I haven't made an impact on this world worthy of whether it be economical, whether it would be the way people think. Look, I have so many things in my head that the reason why I pause so much and the reason why my pauses are so long is because I'm trying to get to the point of what my thoughts are trying to go towards. Which is basically, I believe that I am the only one that can bring order back to this country. Do I know all of the amendments? No, I do not, but I am willing to learn for the country. Do I fly an American flag? No, because I have not been proud of this country for the last 20 years and I am 34 years old. Try the military? Yes, I did, but it didn't work out because I had a personality disorder that I have just recently, in the last 10 years, figured out. I had an identity crisis. I believe in transparency. I believe in farmers. I believe in ranchers. Put me in charge. I will get rid of we I can't freaking think of it now. No chemicals, right? So that means potato chips are probably going to be disbanded. Um, you know, it's going to be organic, right? By organic, I mean if it's supposed to be a tomato, it's going to be a tomato. It's not going to be splicing this with that and the other. Me in charge means, a national raid, right? I will put forth, an ISIS based organization that will raid every single place across this entire nation. And I will fine every organization, every employer that hires illegals with no documents. $1 million a day. Right? This has gone too far. Right? It's gone so far that I am making a video that is at this moment 14 minutes long. I don't make enough. Right? Anybody who basically, in my belief, at the company I work for, if they are not what you call a corporate, then I don't think they make enough. I mean, I don't think this country makes enough. I believe that we can drive the cost of everything down. Cut the cost in half. Electric vehicles and such, I'm not necessarily opposed to it as much as I think that there should be a choice. Right? I think that automakers should go back to what Dodge and Chevy and Ford was doing at the end of 2023 and overpowering their vehicles. I don't think that there should be emissions controls on anything. To be completely honest, I don't think that global warming, climate, whatever, is even a real thing. But again, I'm just a private citizen, seeing what's going on in the private citizen world. But again, transparency would be what I would be about. I wouldn't hold out on anybody. The economy, I believe, would be better. What I would do is I would bring all of our military brothers and sisters and daughters and sons back from whatever country they're in. We need to secure the northern and southern border. We need to have tighter regulations on immigration. I am not opposed to immigration, but there need to be tighter. Please listen to this video or this part in entirety when I say immigration is okay, in my opinion, if it is regulated, but I think that it should be more heavily regulated. It's insane that we have millions upon million crossing this border every day. And our borders are, quote unquote, hasn't done a thing. I have so many ideas in my head that would be so good for this country. And I have so many people in my head that I would tell the CIA, NSA, FBI to go and find and bring to my office to consult with them. And if this doesn't make it far enough, and I don't make it far enough ahead to lead this country into what it should be, I urge Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all the top people that I have been watching that are halfway there to what I believe, to get rid of the FBI, to get rid of the NSA, to get rid of the CIA, to get rid of the Social Security, or Social Security, what the Secret Service. See, I make mistakes. And I'm not going to edit that out. This is almost 20 minutes long. I'm not going to edit nothing out. I don't do that. I'm about as real as they come. I have half of a mustache, kind of a beard. I got the chops growing. Messed up hair. I'm not going to get on here with a green screen and looking perfect to talk to anybody. I am whatever you see here is what you get. You got a question? There are comments. You got a comment. There's a like button. There's a share button. There's whatever button there is. There's a subscribe button. There's a anything button. I don't care how long the video. I don't care if it's from now until another 30 seconds. I don't care if it's from now until another 30 minutes. I don't care. I'm about transparency. I'm going to keep reiterating that until people get that through their minds. Transparency is what we need. We don't need lies. We don't need promises. We don't need, oh, if I'm president, or she does this and that, or and he does this. I don't care. Neither one of them are the answer. They're both corrupted. They're both bought, in my opinion. They're playing a role, in my opinion. You know what my role is? Absolutely nothing. I have no role in this game. I have no money in this game. All I have is what's in my head. And in my head right now is transparency. What is really going on in Russia, in Ukraine? What is really going on in China, Korea? What is really going on with our $37 trillion in debt? What does that even mean? How can an entire country be in debt? $37 trillion. How can it be that every single citizen that has not attributed to this debt be owing like $10 billion? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Why does it take more to print money than it costs than the money? It takes like $1 to print a penny. What does that even mean? How does that even make sense? It doesn't. There are people that need money that don't have it. There are people that don't deserve anything that have everything. I'm not the only one that feels this way. And I know it. I mean, what more is there? People, if you're watching this, why? There is a Second Amendment for a reason, and the reason is times such as these to prevent ourselves to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government, which we have right now, trying to take all of our weapons away. That happens, guess what's going to happen? I can tell you what's going to happen. Look at World War II. That's what's going to happen. Billions of people are going to die because we have like a lot more people than what we have in this world than what we had in World War II. And we have better, for the lack of better words, better weapons, right? Nuclear stuff like that. I don't know what your questions are. There's no way I could possibly explain every answer. I believe that nuclear energy should make a comeback. I'm not opposed to solar energy for those areas that get a lot of sun. I am not opposed to wind energy that gets a lot of wind. I am not opposed to electric vehicles. But they're not there. They're 10, 15, 20 years from now when they're a lot better. When you can say, okay, hey, I'm going to go to work, set your waypoint to work, and put it in there. And that car drives you to work while you take a nap in the back. There have been plenty of days where I have been like, man, if only this stuff, if I could just be like, set a waypoint to work, I'd crawl in the back Trust me, I am not 100% opposed to electric vehicles, but they are not here yet. Even with Elon Musk, I like Elon Musk. He's a smart guy, but is he the man for the job? Do I like Donald Trump? Based on what he says, he's better, but is he the right man for the job? To be completely honest, you all have been having to deal with the Trump administration for the last 4 years. What's another 4 years? It's going to be twice as worse if you put Kamala in. And this is all my opinion, right? I could be completely wrong, right? I could be completely wrong. But I see what I see, I hear what I hear, I read what I read. I think what I think. And that's why this video is going to be so long. I have a lot of thoughts. And it's not I can't even form the words sometimes. I will never be fake with anybody. I am who I am. And who I am right now is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I get up at 4:15 to get out of the house by 4:45 and go to work. Clocked in by 6 o'clock in the morning, and I am there until 6 o'clock p.m., at which case I come home. I get one night a week of my choosing to drink beer most of the night. That's who I am. I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. I have a junked out freaking Dodge Ram 1500 that needs about between $5,000 and $10,000 worth of work. And I have a junked out Dodge Grand Caravan that needs about $5,000 to $10,000 work. Why? I'm living the American dream. I'm making almost $800 a week. Take me about 20 years ago, making $800 a week. Shoot. I'd be at the top of middle class. Right now, I'm at the bottom of middle class. Why? Because of our policies, because people have voted, because people are exercising their Second Amendment. We have it for a reason. The last 4 years are that reason. Maybe even, I don't know, at the end of 2008. Maybe at the end of 2016. I don't know. I've only been working since 2016. Never been able to afford anything. Barely. Then I made some bad deals. Okay, should bad deals be held against me? I don't know if they should or not, but I think that there should be an out. right? There should be a way to help people who have made bad deals. My credit score is like a 540. And I work 4 days a week. What's five? I don't know what much more you want to know. I will be mayor, governor, senator, president. I will be the dadgum king of this country. Because I have so many ideas, and I will actually listen to my people. I will listen to my people, but I will act I will listen to the people, but at the same time make the decision that is best for my people. Right? And I'm going to let you know right now, Jesus is my God. Okay? That Bible will probably come in play. And I'm going to let you know right now, I will empty out prisons by the thousands. There will be no more murderers on death row. If you are on death row already, you are going to you're going to the rope. I'm sorry, you're going to the rope in public. No more. You gotta do it humanely. Screw that. Put their neck around a rope. Drop the bottom. That's what I believe. If you have messed with kids and there's no evidence supporting the contrary, guess what? If the prisons haven't already got you, I will. To the rope with you. In public. We will be, under my reign, we would bring back public shaming, public execution. I will not censor myself. I understand that we have all fallen short of the glory of God. I get that. Myself included. Oh, yes. By a long shot. But I also believe that He is merciful and graceful. Any criminal, especially the murderers, rapists, those who mess with kids, make your peace. Because if I ever become anybody important, you will no longer be safe. Oh, yeah, that brings me to another thing. We are 34 minutes in, and like I said, I got so many ideas. Cops. Cops, you're not safe either. I love cops. I do. I love them. But your job is about to be made a million times harder. Because any cop found of misconduct will be fired. I want cops that will do their job 99% perfectly. I don't care about speeders. I don't care about people not wearing their seatbelt. I don't care about random traffic tickets. I care about, are you getting the murderers, the rapists, the real criminals? Healthcare will be reformed. The entire car insurance will be reformed. Under my leadership, under my reign.
Who are you talking to? You hear the dog barking?
I don't.
Just been worrying.
You want to be on this? Yeah, anything to say about the state of the country?
No.
Anything you want to say to anybody who may or may not be watching?
No.
I'm almost 37 minutes in. About to end it.
Are you wearing tie in? Or what are you doing?
I'll bring her in.
Are you coming in?
I'm not coming in. Probably bring her in.
What time is it?
Huh? What time?
Mm.
I don't know.
If you didn't hear her, that's her. She don't like the dark apparently.
Oh, okay.
You want me to come sit out here with you?
If you want to. We're doing a light on so I can end this. Okay, I'm going to end this, and any questions in the comment section. So, yeah. Hope God finds you wherever you are. And I guess that's it. Any questions? Just ask in the comment section below.